Invocation to the Lord. Dear Lord, allow my spirit to rise to your heights, to drink from the true fountains of wisdom, and absorb your powerful vibrations of love and faith, of purification and spiritual and material strength, of spiritual power, peace, understanding, health, prosperity, and harmony to pour over my brothers and sisters. Lesson 28. Spiritual Powers. Necessary preparation to manifest spiritual powers. The power of love. In the wonderful plans of the Christ, everything is prepared with love and wisdom. All the deeds that will correspond to your task and how you will carry them out are already prepared. This will bring salvation to the world and evolutionary progress to your spirit, thus freeing you from the need to incarnate on primitive planets like the one you now inhabit. The meditation of the teachings that you are receiving, the constant analysis of thoughts, reactions, and events will help you understand where the danger of deviation towards vanity lies. This will stem from the power that you will be able to manifest by channeling from the higher planes, which others may assume is your own. In every circumstance of your life, always act in accordance with the teachings that are given, and always keep in mind your role as missionaries. You will see that your life will change, that you will be able to discern in each event more and more easily what is good and what is evil. Do not forget that in the higher planes your thoughts are known, and everything that happens within you, in your mind, and in your soul is known. You are human, and sometimes you will fall into temptations. Do not assume for that reason that you have been abandoned or that you will be punished for it. Christ is love and never punishes. On the contrary, He will give you the opportunity again to improve yourself. Constantly, His loving hand will be extended to you so that you can rise when you have fallen and to help you overcome the obstacles that are difficult for you. For this, it is only necessary for you to have the desire to get over them and to elevate yourself spiritually. As humans, you will find yourselves pressured by events, needs, thoughts, and desires, but as spirits, you have enough strength to overcome all of this. When you feel you are faltering, elevate your thoughts humbly and lovingly, asking for assistance from higher planes. Upon your request, higher forces will surround you to help you overcome the test. However, it will always be your decision whether you want to overcome it or not. You must constantly connect with the higher planes in order to receive the much needed forces to overcome the obstacles that evil will try to place in your way. Evil will try to diminish the action of your incarnated missionary spirit in the work of Christ. The work of Christ will become known throughout the world. You, as missionary students, will be called upon, one way or another, about its teachings and about the significance of its actions. You must study the teachings you are receiving, because often you will find yourselves in need of answering questions regarding the work. It is necessary that you are able to provide the explanations that will be requested of you. The teachings that you are receiving and will receive are not reserved teachings, but teachings for humankind. They must be transmitted to anyone who wants to know them. Do not try to impose your ideas or the concepts contained in these teachings, but if a being expresses the desire to learn about them, open your arms to those beings and give them what is given to you. The power of your spirit will strengthen as you channel the higher powers that will manifest using you as an instrument. As your love and your purification allow it, the most extraordinary forces can be manifested on your planet through you. This moment is crucial for your world. To overcome the crisis in which you find yourselves, to help humankind, to allow the world to reach the point that it absolutely needs. The love of the Christ has prepared this marvelous work through which highly elevated forces will descend to earth to carry out the deeds using incarnated missionary spirits as instruments of action. You, as incarnated spirits, must be instruments through which the higher forces can make the necessary contact with your planet, so that the world becomes a focal point of attraction for the powerful vibrations that will produce truly marvelous events. This is your task. From the higher planes, you are being prepared for this, and for this, you must also prepare on your own. Purify your mind, your soul, and your body, adapting to the teachings of love and understanding. In this way, each of you can be a servant and channel of the powerful higher forces. All those who belong to the work of Christ, whether incarnated on earth or working in space, are surrounded by the vibration of love that radiates from the Christ. When humanity voluntarily unites to this powerful vibration, humankind will have fraternally united, and the path will be prepared for great achievements. You, as spiritual and physical instruments in this physical world, must carry out the task of obtaining the positive unification of human minds and souls. You will accomplish this unknowingly through collective loving projections, and also through your words and the actions that, confirming your words, will be carried out from the higher planes through you. Even when from a human perspective you perform the deeds, everything will always be performed by the higher power. Prepare yourselves spiritually and humanly. Not only should you purify your minds, not only should your soul be filled with love, but also your own human life should gradually align with the sublimity of your task within the supreme work. This does not mean that you must completely change your lives, nor that you must be fanatically austere. Rather, it means you must adapt the circumstances of your human life to the teachings of love, faith, and humility that Christ brings to humankind again. This so that humankind can be saved from its own destruction and achieve the progress it needs. Elevated missionary spirits who came to earth at different times left marked paths that human groups later had to follow. Each one of these groups assumed that such path was the only one and was exclusively the true one. Nevertheless, these were merely paths, small or great, to lead humankind towards the truth. In this way, different doctrines and schools of wisdom were founded, in each of which beings who, as humans, could perform truly remarkable deeds. Beings who clearly explained psychic and physical phenomena, and also taught certain practices more or less reserved. Now, the work of Christ will demonstrate that all these paths can lead to truth, if followed with true love, desire for spiritual progress, and a sense of common good and service. When your incarnated spirit manages to overcome the pressure of your matter, in moments of spiritual concentration, it connects with higher planes. This allows your human mind to better understand and observe the concepts of knowledge and the vibrations needed to apply that knowledge. The teaching you are receiving constitutes the foundation upon which the broader and deeper teachings that you will receive in the future will be based, but it is necessary to start from the beginning. The multiple and diverse vibrations of the higher beings possess a great power of achievement in your world, but their most powerful vibration is the vibration of love, because it is united to the omnipotent vibration of love of the Christ. Love is the most powerful vibration in the universe. You will always be able to obtain everything you ask for with love, to in turn give it with love.